The surprising truth is, homemade paprika isn't complicated at all. Hi friends, I'm Nancy. If you've ever spent a good amount of money on a jar of paprika at the store, today's video is going to make you smile. I'm going to show you how to make your own paprika at home with beautiful color and a richer flavor than anything you can buy. And the best part is, it costs almost nothing to make. Let's get started. To start making homemade paprika, the very first step is choosing the right peppers. This part may seem simple, but it makes all the difference in the flavor and color of your final powder. You'll need 4 red bell peppers, but not all peppers are exactly the same. Some people don't realize this, but bell peppers can actually be male or female. The ones with 4 bumps on the bottom are considered male, firmer, less sweet, and perfect for paprika. The peppers with 3 bumps are sweeter and often better for fresh eating, but you can still use one if you want a little natural sweetness in your paprika. Once you've selected your peppers, give them a very good rinse under running water. This step is important because peppers can carry dust, dirt, and even wax from the grocery store. Take your time and clean them well. After washing, dry them as thoroughly as you can. Dry peppers dehydrate faster and more evenly, which helps your paprika develop a deeper color later on. Once your peppers are washed and dried, the next step is slicing them the right way. This may feel like a simple task, but how you cut the peppers will affect the flavor and quality of your paprika. Start by placing each pepper on your cutting board and slicing off the top and bottom. This gives you a stable surface and makes it easier to remove the core. Then run your knife gently along the inside wall of the pepper to open it up. Spread it flat and take a moment to remove every seed you can find. It's important not to rush here. Seeds may seem harmless, but they can make your paprika taste slightly bitter once dried and ground. Even a small handful of seeds left behind can affect the final flavor. That's why removing them completely is one of the most important steps in this recipe. After the seeds are gone, continue slicing the peppers into thin, even strips. Thin slices will dry more easily and more evenly, helping you avoid soft spots or moisture pockets that could prevent a smooth grind later. Try to keep the strips similar in size so they dehydrate at the same pace. If you've never made paprika before, you might be surprised by how simple this really is. Red bell peppers are common in nearly every country, and you don't need any fancy tools or special ingredients. Just clean slicing and good preparation. Many people buy paprika without ever realizing that this beautiful spice is made from nothing more than peppers dried slowly and ground finely. Once all your peppers are sliced, it's time for the step that truly transforms them into paprika drying. This part may look simple, but doing it correctly is what gives your final powder its deep color, rich aroma, and long shelf life. Start by arranging the pepper slices on an oven rack or a baking grid. If your oven has removable racks, use one. It allows better airflow and helps the peppers dry more evenly. Spread the slices out in a single layer, making sure none of them overlap. Thin pieces may shrink quickly, so place smaller strips toward the center of the rack so they don't fall through as they dry. If you don't have an oven, don't worry. You can dry the peppers in direct sunlight. Just lay them out on the rack and place them in a sunny spot outdoors. Once the peppers start drying, insects won't bother them. They lose their moisture quickly and become unappealing to bugs. Sun drying takes longer, but it works beautifully and costs nothing. If you choose the oven method, preheat it to 400 seems about 200 degrees and keep the door slightly open. This step is important. If the door stays closed, the peppers may steam instead of drying, causing them to release water and soften instead of crisping up. After about 25-30 minutes, check the peppers. They should look smaller, slightly wrinkled, and feel dry to the touch. Don't worry if some edges turn a little dark. That's actually what gives homemade paprika its beautiful deep red color. Just make sure every piece is fully dry before grinding. Any remaining moisture can cause clumping or spoil the powder later. Once the peppers are completely dry, we can move on to the most satisfying part of the process, turning them into a smooth, vibrant paprika powder. Gently remove the dried slices from the rack and place them into a food processor or blender. If you like a little heat, you can add the dried chili peppers you prepared earlier. Just remember to remove the seeds so the flavor stays pleasant and not overly bitter. Pulse the mixture a few times, then blend until the peppers turn into a fine, even powder. Depending on your machine, you may need to stop once or twice to scrape the sides and make sure everything is grinding evenly. You'll notice the color deepen into a warm red, especially if you include a few darker, slightly toasted pieces. That rich color is exactly what makes homemade paprika so special. Once the powder looks smooth, pour it into a bowl so you can see the texture clearly. If you find any larger flakes that didn't grind all the way, simply return them to the blender for one more round. This extra step helps your paprika stay soft and easy to use in cooking. Now it's time to store your homemade spice. Transfer the paprika into a clean, dry glass jar or any airtight container you have on hand. Even a small cup with a tight-fitting lid works perfectly. Homemade paprika lasts a long time, and you only need a small amount to add color and flavor to your dishes, so one batch will go a long way. If you want to stay organized, label the jar before storing it. Keep it in a cool, dry place, and your beautiful all-natural paprika will stay fragrant for months. With just a few simple steps, you've created a spice that's fresher, cleaner, and more flavorful than anything you can buy at the store. The first time I tried making paprika on my own, I rushed the drying step and ended up with a soft, lumpy mess. I remember laughing at myself while scraping everything off the blender, but that little mistake taught me exactly why patience matters, and now the process feels almost therapeutic. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I truly enjoy seeing our little community from all over the world. Before we wrap up, I just want to remind you that little homemade touches like this can truly elevate your cooking and your well-being. Making your own ingredients means you know exactly what goes into your food, and it brings a sense of calm and joy back into the kitchen. I hope today's tip inspires you to keep exploring simple, healthy ways to care for yourself at home. Thank you for spending this time with me and take good care until we meet again.